What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a head-to-head where we're going to put the Technics EAH-AT EAH-AZ60s. They're going to go head-to-head against the NuraTru Pros. We're going to go ahead and have these guys do a quick one-on-one and see how they compare. Let's get to it. All right, we're back in. We got the AZ60s going up against the NuraTru Pros. Let's go ahead and jump into price and specs. Starting off with the AZ60s, they came in originally at $229.99. I've seen them as low as $197.99. You may be able to get them cheaper than that. Side note, these were my original earbuds that had multi-point pairing right out of the box. These ones were the first ones I got. Then right after that, I got the Liberty 3 Pros. So I'm thinking these were one of the first ones to the market with that feature. All right, keep it moving. As far as Bluetooth version, they have Bluetooth 5.2. As far as codec, they support SBC, AAC, and LDAC. They do have a dual hybrid noise canceling system within the earbuds, which is pretty good. Actually, I would say very good. I would say very good, considering. As far as battery life on the earbuds with in the AAC codec, you can get approximately 7 hours with noise canceling turned on, and 7.5 hours with noise canceling turned off. With the case, noise canceling turned on, you get 24 hours approximate, and approximate 25 with noise canceling turned off. Now, if you're one of the ones that are going to use LDAC codec, you get approximately 4.5 hours of playback with noise canceling turned on, and approximately 5 hours with noise canceling turned off. 17. Wow. All right. When you talk about the case while using LDAC, you will get approximately 16 hours of playback with noise canceling turned on, and approximately 17 hours with noise canceling turned off. The case does support quick charge. 15 minutes will get you just over an hour of playback time. They say 70 minutes. However, the case does not support wireless charging. You can only charge via the USB-C port. Okay, and as far as excuse me, as far as quick charge, like I said, with the 15 minutes, that's 70. Your 15-minute charge gives you 70 minutes. That's with noise canceling turned on. I'm sorry I didn't note that, but with noise canceling turned off, you'll get up to 80 minutes of the playback time. And if you're using LDAC, the 15 minutes will get you 45 minutes with noise canceling turned on, and 50 minutes with noise canceling turned off. Again, if you're using LDAC, that's a lot to take in with these guys. A lot of information. All right, moving on. As far as water resistance, they're rated IPX4. Like I said, they do have multi-point pairing, but they do not have they do not support fast pairing, and again, they do not have wireless charging. All right, moving on over to the NuraTru Pros. You can get these. They come in at $329. You can get these at NuraTru website as well as Amazon. And as always, I will leave links in the description for both of these earbuds if you want to take advantage and give these guys a shot. As far as Bluetooth, they come in with Bluetooth 5.3. As far as codec, they support AAC, SBC, aptX, aptX adaptive, aptX lossless rather. Excuse me. That is a future-proof codec. You're going to see a lot of that come out this year with phones. I think there's only like a couple phones right now that support the aptX lossless codec, but you should look forward to seeing that in future phones and devices, which makes these guys really future-proof, in my opinion. As far as noise canceling, they do have a hybrid adaptive noise canceling system within the earbuds, which is really good. Some of the best that I've had, that I have as far as within my collection here. And as far as battery life, you get 8 hours of playback time on the earbuds. When you include the case, you can get up to 32 hours of playback. The case does support a quick charge. 5 minutes will get you an hour of playback time. And of course, the case, not of course, but of the case does support wireless charging. As far as water resistance, the earbuds are rated at IPX4. And as far as special features, the earbuds offer multi-point pairing and connecting, as well as spatial audio. All right, both earbuds are packed with features. Let's continue. All right, let's go ahead and take one of each of these out. We're going to take a look at them, compare them here. As you can see, both are in-ear type style earbuds, but as you can tell, the NuraTru, let me get the NuraTru Pros. These guys dwarf the Technics, the AZ60s, just by the sheer size of the front plate, kind of reminiscent of the Microsoft earbuds. But still, you get uh, a nice big touch surface where you really cannot miss, inputting or tapping to get your functions to actuate. You did a nice size one here with the Technique earbuds, the AZ60s. You get a nice one here. This is a little bit more discreet uh, than the uh, than the NuraTru Pros, of course. Uh, both of them very comfortable in the ear once you have them set in. I never had any problem with weight as far as the earbuds being heavy or anything like that. Let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at the NuraTru Pros here. I do like the matte and gloss contrast that they did with the outer ring and the outer touchscreen. As you can see down below here, this is the portion that goes into your ear, where you can see I have the wing put on here. Nice, gives me that nice secure fit once I have it in, and you do twist and lock, and it locks right into the car, right into your ear, and you don't have to worry about it coming out. And of course, you get that great seal. Remember, always and make sure you have the right ear tip, wing combination, if available, makes all the difference as far as noise canceling and sound. Again, a very nice, although big, earbud in my opinion. Still like that sleek black, matte black and gloss black combination there. I think, or is a smoke gray almost, but still really good. All right, switching over to the AZ60. Again, another elegant looking earbud. You got your nice touch screen here, or touch surface here to actuate commands. Very ergonomic, as you can tell. Nice rounded edge endings here, so it sits right inside the ear well real nicely. And of course, of the size of it. Look how it's not as thick, so it doesn't protrude out. Like if you bringing these guys back in, as you can see, you can pull that one out. These ones will protrude out where these guys will not, because of their just their overall shape. Again, very, very, very classy. Nice rubberized interior here that sits in, and then of course, just a nice look to them. So what we're gonna do? Let me go ahead and put these in. I'm going to go ahead. We're gonna pull my phone out, and we're gonna take a look at pictures with the earbuds in the ear. All right. We'll take a look at the, whoops, let me get this over. We'll take a look at the AZ60s. As you can see, they take up the entire ear well. Let me grab my pointer over here, sitting over here. Let me grab that. All right. As you can see, it takes up the entire ear well, but you do get a nice secure fit. Again, proper ear tip makes all the difference when listening to audio. But again, a nice, comfortable feel, real lightweight in the air. I never had any problems wearing these guys long term. Very comfortable in the air. All right. All right. Next up, the NuraTru Pros. Again, you got the big touchscreen surface on the outside, but right inside here is where your wing fits in, and it locks in right underneath, right inside your ear here. So it gives you that nice, secure fit, despite the fact it looks kind of big on the outside. Again, another one that they did a nice job with the weight distribution, so it doesn't feel heavy in the ear. I don't feel like long-term ear fatigue or anything like that. And with both of them, as far as the seal goes, I never had a problem with pressure within the ear canal because of their seal. So again, another very comfortable earbud to have in the ear. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and get these guys paired up and take a walk through their apps. We're going to start off with the AZ60s. All right, we're back in. We got the AZ60s already paired up and we're in the app. Let me grab my stylus slash pointer here. Let's go ahead and take a quick run through. As you can see here, you've got the name of the earbuds at the top. You got a picture of the earbuds and their respective battery levels. Of course, you got quick links to noise canceling, custom, find your headphones, and just my voice. We'll take a walk through them in just a second here. As you can see down here at the bottom, you got your various options. Right now we're in home. You got ambient, you got your sound, and we got settings. So what we're going to do first is we're going to jump right over to settings. Okay, and in here they will give us a list of options here. You got your introduction, of course. You got your voice prompt, the name of your headphones, and the color of your headphones, depending on if you have these ones or the black ones. You can switch that. Of course, you got your actions section here. You're going to add headphones. You can use other headphones. Say, for instance, if you have other brands, not other brands, excuse me, but other models of Technics earbuds, you can switch to those. And of course, you got your headphones feature there. Of course, down here in the system, you've got where you can auto power off after so much time. You can set that to any of these, like always on, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. I have mine set to 10, obviously. But basically what happens is if they're not being used within 10 minutes, they'll turn off to save battery. Okay, as far as you got the the Bluetooth blinking LED, I'll show you that real quick. You see how that blue light flash there? That shows that it's up and they are actually on. And I have that turned on so that way I know if they're sitting there and I have them like that, they're actually powered on and everything. Unfortunately, these guys do not have the in-ear feature on them. All right, so moving on, you got your connection modes. This is where you go in. You can prioritize sound quality, or you can use LDAC for all those devices that you use that does support LDAC. You can use it here, or if you're on the SBC, you can go ahead and use this option here for prioritized connectivity for those type of products. I believe those are the Apple products or anything like that. So you can use that. All right, moving on. Underneath there, of course, you got your sound and operations. This is your touch sensor. You can go in and program how you want your left and right touch sensors to act during normal general operations, and then of course with telephone calls. And of course, you can turn off the sensors here so that way you don't have to worry about it. And of course, you can customize those types of things. And you got your touch sensor noise canceling. You turn that on. This here would let you select which options you want to cycle through as for when you start dealing with your noise canceling functionality. I just have mine through noise canceling and ambient sound. I don't worry about turning either one of them off because I'm always using one or the other. All right, then of course you got ambient ambient mode settings. Okay, I have mine set to transparency. That means I hear everything. You can have it set to attention, which will basically focus on the person who is talking to you. But then it just dulls down all the other ambient noise behind them. I have mine, like I said, I like mine transparent because I like to hear everything when I'm in that mode. Of course, when you got optimizing noise canceling, you can go ahead and hit this dial, turn it all the way up or turn it all the way down. I like to keep mine all the way up because I like to have the maximum of noise canceling when I'm using it. Of course, then you have your level of background noise reduction. I have mine set to strong. That's that way you know if you get like the loud uh like loud noise when you're driving a truck or something, or somebody screams or something, it would knock that down. Um, which is a very good feature to have there. And of course, you got your voice assistant to use. I use the one for inside the phone. So that one is the I guess the Google Assistant for my phone. You can also use Alexa. if you want to, or you can just turn it off where you don't use it at all. And then of course you got your maintenance options here. You go to the go to the website with the maintenance options, and you get notifications about maintenance through your phone. Then of course you got your help options here at the bottom. Website with help, hints for use, headphone information about the application, and contact us. All right. So then of course moving on, if we go down here at the bottom, we can go into ambient mode. We already discussed this a little bit, but this is what it looks like when you go into your ambient mode. You can turn on noise canceling or ambient mode, or turn it off. And then you also have this dial to tell, so you can turn it up how strong as you want your noise canceling, or how strong as you want your transparent, your ambient sound. And of course, down here leads you back to the mode settings. All right. So I like to leave that up, turned up all the way like that. And then when we go there, and then of course, moving on over here to sound, you give your own graphic equalizer. Right now, I have it set to my custom settings. This is the way I like it. You can pause it there. You want to try that setting there, V shape. I always did like that. It always gave me the sound that I'm looking for. Of course, down here below, let me get a little closer here. Down below here, you got other presets. You got bass plus, vocal, you got treble plus, and dynamic. And of course, you can turn it off here on the other end. All right. So you do have a bunch of them here that you can choose from if you want to do presets, or you can just use your custom. All right. And I believe that is everything for the app Techniques app for the AZ60s. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and swap out. We're gonna pair up the NuraTru Pros, and we're gonna jump into the Nura app. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the NuraTrus paired up, and then we got into the app here. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, first up, as you can see, this takes us to the main interface page, where you'll have access to the equalizer, sharing the app, and how you can switch your profiles, or you can switch from neutral to personalized, and you can turn on everything. We'll walk through them in just a second. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and jump into the menu here, and we're going to dive right into device settings. And then here, you can go ahead and up top, you can configure your touch buttons, where you can operate the single, double, triple tap, and tap and hold for both the left and right earbud. All right, and of course you got your mode for the earbuds. I have it set to performance as opposed to low power. Obviously, I want the most out of it. Low power also of course, saves battery. And of course, you got your multi-point function. You could turn that off and on with the toggle switch here. And of course, it'll tell you right there which devices are currently connected as far as device 1 and device 2 goes. Okay. Then of course you got music takeover, which basically means if you're listening to some audio on the first device, you can go ahead and tap on the second device, and that will take over, and the transition is flawless. I have that turned on. You can also turn that off with the toggle switch here. And enabling social mode and ANC mode and active noise canceling, rather, that's basically being able to go into what their version of ambient or transparency mode, and activating active noise canceling, as obviously I want that on. So you can turn it on. A spatial audio, yes, I want that option available to me as well, so I turn that on. Then of course you got your auto pause behavior. That's when you take one earbud out of your ear, what you want to happen. I just go ahead and have it set to pause when one earbud removed. That way you can put it back in and resume their audio. So obviously you can see you can pause it when both were taken out, or not pause at all. That says never auto pause, but that's the one I want. All right. Okay, it's moving down. You got enable end user volume limiter. You can go ahead and turn that on. That'll limit the volume, how high you want, how high your audio goes, how your volume goes rather, when you turn it up and everything like that. How high how much, how loud they get basically. And of course, you got your high gain mode. This is used if you're listening to audio that's low sounding. You can come in and turn this on. That will increase the gain or make it louder for you. That way you can hear what's going on. I don't recommend it if you're listening to one of the better sound, like a normal sounding track or audio file, or something that's already naturally louder, you do this could probably cause hearing damage. So you want to be careful there. Okay, you got your voice prompt volume. I have mine set to medium. You can go up as low as high. Of course, you got low, so I like mine at medium. Then, of course, you can change the language of the voice there. All right. Then, of course, moving down, you got your serial number. You got your software version, your app version, and software update. You can tap on that. It'll let you know if your device needs to be updated. All right. And then, of course, down below here, you've got, enter discovery mode, clear pair device list, or perform a factory reset. All right. Now, that's the basically the settings for the device. Of course, here on this screen, you can go through help and support, special offers and promotions, and about Nura. Then, of course, you can just log out of the app if you would like to. All right. And of course, you can go ahead and make changes to your account here if you want. All right. Let's go ahead and close that out and go into the main screen here. This is this is what my personalized setting looks like when I go after I did the initial setup for the earbuds. They make you do a personalized hearing test right out of the box. This is what mine looks like. Everyone's will be different. Some may be similar to what I have, but this is what mine looks when I'm in personalized mode. But we'll come back to that in just a second. Right now, we're going to go up and check on the Pro EQ. You tap on that. The Pro EQ, I have it turned on for right now, but you can utilize this as far as as far as listening. Right now, we're gonna turn it off right now, just because when we do this hearing test, we'll come back to it. And of course, you do have access to the immersion mode. This gives you more bass or less bass. The slider here, you can go ahead and move that to where you at. I have it at 0 right now. And of course, I could reset there. And of course, it tells you the battery level of the earbuds here at the top. All right, now moving up again, still at the top, you can add profiles. Now, this option, you can either add it here or you can add it from here. This one right here just like this. This shows you mine. And of course, you can add a profile there, or you can tap up here and you can add a profile there. Okay. Then of course you can share your profile or with anyone out on the web. If you tap on that, you can go ahead and share it or anything like that if you want to. I some people might, I don't, but some people might. Okay, now moving down here, of course you got your options. Let me get a little closer here. You got some options here. Here on the far left, in the dotted circle, get that a little closer, you can see that dotted circle. That is your noise canceling. Right now it's turned off, or it's in their transparency mode, their social mode. Okay, and of course this is neutral. You put that on, that turns off your personalized settings. It gives you just that natural sound. And of course you got personalized. Then here on the far right, this is spatial audio. All right, right now it's a solid circle. That means it's turned on, but if you tap, it just goes grayed out. It doesn't give you the dots. That means it's right now it's turned off. So spatial audio will not be functioning. All right, we're gonna leave that off for the sound test because that feature is not available with the AZ60s. I'm sorry. Then of course, again, you got the immersion mode. You can slide this up how much bass you want. We're gonna leave this back at 0 because I think it gives a plenty enough bass by themselves. So, and I think that's it for the app for the NuraTru Pros. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and do a mic test between these two, and then we're gonna come back with the sound test, see how they sound compared to each other. Stay strapped in.
This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60 in a semi-quiet environment. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60s in a semi-quiet environment. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the NuraTru Pros in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the NuraTru Pros in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the NuraTru Pros in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the NuraTru Pros in a crowded location.
All right, we are back in. We're going to start off with the AZ60s. We got them paired up and in the ear. What we're going to do now is we're going into the sound test. As you can see, we got the app up. And as you can see, we have it on ambient sound, so that way it doesn't sound like I'm yelling at everybody like that. All right, so what we want to do now is we'll go ahead, pop up the second screen here, and we're going to go ahead and jump into some music. But before we do that, let's pull up the music app first. All right, now before we do that, we're going to dive into the setting, into the EQ. As you can see, I have it turned off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick sampling of the audio without the EQ, and then I'm going to put in the EQ, my EQ settings, and see how they sound that way. And of course, we're going to do the same with the NuraTru Pros, although the NuraTru Pros have 3 settings. They have the natural, they have the Pro EQ, excuse me. They have neutral, and they have personalized. So what I'm gonna do is we'll give it every shot they can. We're gonna give it neutral and EQ, my EQ settings, and then we'll just see how they sound and at which level sets them apart. Okay. So first up, we're gonna go ahead and jump into my music here, and we're gonna do let's see. Let's go old school. We'll do Spread My Wings by Troop. All right, let's make sure we got our volume up. All right, there we go. Nice. Old school beat. I love it. All right, now again, we're in neutral. All right, let me go back into ambient. We're going to turn. All right, now we got noise canceling on. Let's go back in. We're in neutral. Okay. In this one here, you got good bass. You got good sound separate. Your sound stage is all right, but it sounds a little muffled. It's not as clear. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and add my settings to it. Okay. Now you can definitely tell the difference. The vocals got a little cleaner, a little clearer. You got a little bit bump in overall sound. Bass is sounding fantastic. Just a good. It got better. It got a lot better than doing the neutral, and it just sound really, really, really. It improved. I ain't gonna say really, really good, but it improved. It still sounded a little bit muffled. I may have to tweak mine a little bit to get that clarity that I'm looking for. But this is basically has done me well for now, at this point. But so I'm gonna leave it here. But it did improve, and it was a really it's a good sound. It's a good sound. I just like that. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go back to neutral, and we're gonna switch up songs. Next up, we're gonna do Tupac. So Many Tears. Let's go. All right, got that nice sub rumble. Bass seems a little bit more powerful here, even in neutral. But again, not as crisp, not as clear as the vocals are. All right, now let's go ahead and put my settings on. Again, vocals cleared up a little bit, got a little bit more cleaner, more clear. The bass improved, the mids and treble improved. Just nice. Again, I may have to do some additional tweaking here, but still, it's got a good sound to it. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and switch over to our final song, "Going Home" by Kenny G. We're back in neutral. Let's go. All right. Again, that initial warm sub bass rumble underneath. You got the nice sound stage. Let's go. Good sounding lead saxophone. All right, let's go ahead and add my settings. Again, they just improved them a lot. The You got the sub bass, the sub rumble bass got more prominent. Soundstage improved. The lead saxophone got more cleaner sound, a much cleaner sound rather. Let me put it that way. Talk right. It just improved. Just sounded really good. I love that song. So many. It just sounds so good. The song does, and when I put my settings to it, it really brought out the best in all these songs. When I added my settings to them, although the neutral sound did sound good, okay, it sounded good, but when I added my settings, it just brought out more to the earbuds there, to the actual audio that we are playing. So all old school. They all them songs, they were just great. The earbuds represented well. So I'm gonna leave that to the final thoughts. Start getting carried away. What we want to do is we're gonna go ahead and get these guys swapped out. We're gonna put the NuraTrus up and see how they do. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the NuraTru Pros paired up and in the ear. We're in their app, and as you can see, I have it set to neutral, and the EQ is turned off at the moment. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump into music. Oh, and by the way, so I drop these. Active noise canceling is turned on. Spatial audio is turned off. All right. So let's go ahead. First up, Troop. Let's go. Make sure our volume's up. There we go. Already getting good sound. You getting nice little thump with the bass. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into the EQ. Let's go ahead and turn that on. All right. Now these things get pretty loud, and this just improved it. Vocals got much cleaner, much crisper, more crisp. Great sound. All right. We'll turn this off. Go back into neutral. Now we're going to drop down and go into personalize. And personalized setting is a whole complete another level. Okay. It's just a great overall sound and personalized. Once you have your own personalized setting, it is fantastic. I, it just is. I'm sorry, it just is. Just they just sound so good by themselves. Just like that. All right. So what we want to do is we're gonna go ahead and reset this. All right. All right. EQ's turned off. We're in neutral. All right. Next song up, So Many Tears by Tupac. Let's go. All right. Right out the bat, the bass is pumping. It's hitting you in the head. Vocals sounding good. I mean, at this level, I think some earbuds would be happy with this. At this level. Now the vocals could be a little bit more clearer. They sound a little muffled naturally. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the EQ. All right. Vocals got much cleaner, much clearer. The the overall sound got much clearer. Sounds really good. All right. Now we're gonna turn this off. And we're gonna dip right into personalize and be blown away. That bass is incredible, man. Incredible. This is great sound from these earbuds. Just great sound. I I'm gonna stop commenting on the personalized because that's just another level all by itself. I don't know if there's going to be an earbud out there that's going to come out in 2023 that's going to be able to match that. I hope so, but I don't think so. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our last song, Kenny G Going Home. First, let me go ahead and reset this. All right. Everything's turned off. We're back in neutral. Let's go. All right, now neutral sound rather. It's good. You got a nice little sub rumble. It's not as prominent, but you can hear it. The lead saxophone sounds good. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and turn on the EQ. Oops. All right, now the sound stage got a little louder. The lead saxophone got a little bit more. The sound is more clean, a little bit more clean, or cleaner rather. And it's just a great sound altogether. Just all right, we're gonna turn this off. I could literally rock with that alone with this song. Let's go into personalize now. Great sound. Looks sounds so good. I know I said I would stop commenting on the personalized setting, but man, I cannot help it. This is impressive. All right. Great sound on all three levels. It just got better and better. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up, and I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts between these two good sounding earbuds. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in with my final thoughts on this head-to-head between the AZ60s from Technics and the NuraTru Pros. And I have to say, the AZ60s, once I included my settings, are really good. Really good. Um, of course, I may have to go back into the lab a little bit, do some fine tuning of my settings, but these guys sound fantastic with the settings that I had. When they have the neutral mode, the audio, the actual vocals and everything sound a little muffled. You still got good bass. The bass never disappointed on these guys. But once I added my settings to it, everything seemed to got cleaned up, got a little bit more crisper, more of a cleaner sound, and they're good to go. Great, just a really good sounding earbud. Still, Technique did never disappoints in my opinion. But the winner will be the NuraTru Pros. These guys are phenomenal. Um, three levels. I know they spotlight the personalized setting, rightfully so, but you have three different choices to go through. You can do the neutral, then you can go into and do a pro EQ setting if you don't want neutral, but then if you do, you can go ahead and run your personalized setting. I don't know any earbuds out there that gives you those three options as far as how your audio sounds. I mean, some earbuds, the way my personal settings were, if they sound like that, they would be happy at their best. But then you get the personalized setting on top of that, which really that takes them to the next level. These are fantastic earbuds out there. Yes, they're a little bigger. They're big in the air. They look a little bit bigger. They with the touchpad and everything like that. But man, with the sound you get, these guys are so worth it. So worth it. All right. So this was a quick head to head between the Technics EAH-AZ60s and the NuraTru Pros. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to join me on this journey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when videos like this drop. Okay. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out, and I will see you on the next one. NuraTru Pros gets the win, but do not sleep. Do not sleep on the AZ60s. They might be long in the tooth. Not really. They came out I guess they're about a year old now. Still great sound. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.